Welcome to PDubs Arcade Loft, and today we're going to do that wet install you've been waiting for. Hey everybody, welcome to PDubs Arcade Loft, and on today's video we are going to be doing that wet install on our Star Wars kickplate graphic. We got a new graphic in from ArcadeGraphix.com. What we're going to do is we're going to leave this side alone. I'm actually going to put it on the reverse side. I sometimes like to do that with my kickplate graphics. I like to make sure that, hey, if I ever want to flip it, swap them out, whatever, we can do so. So we're going to put it on this side. So hope you're excited. Let's take a look. Okay guys, let's take a look at what we're going to need. We're going to need some painter's tape, obviously your X-Acto knife. Make sure your blade is nice and sharp. You're going to need your squeegee. You could also get one of these from the dollar store. They got a little bend to them. They're very nice. So we're going to give this one a shot. I actually haven't tried this one yet, but I'm going to give that a shot. Usually I go for the original. Get your little tack rag. Get yourself some water with some dish soap in there. Just a drop of dish soap should be enough. You might want to get paper towels here to pick up the excess that you spill and all that stuff. And then you're going to need some rubbing alcohol. Now I noticed I'm all out of rubbing alcohol, so I do have some alcohol wipes. Usually you just take rubbing alcohol, put it on there, but we're going to use our our rubbing alcohol on this thing and get it on here. So we're just going to give that a quick little wipe. And we're just going to pick up. Okay, while we let that air dry, we're going to grab our graphic. And let's see what we got here. Okay guys, here's our graphic. Now it did get a little beat up, but where it got beat up is where we're going to be cutting. Now when you do a wet install, there's a good chance you could simply, you technically don't even really need to tape it down. You could just lay the whole thing on there if you get it nice and wet, especially on a smaller graphic like this. However, I get super anal about things, so that's what we're going to do. We're just going to do this just to kind of hold our graphic in place. Now for the fun part. Get it wet. And remember, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. If you go too fast, you're going to make mistakes. Now what we want to do is we want to lightly that should be enough. And we're going to try this squeegee and see how it works. And it's a marathon, not a sprint. Take your time. Don't be in a rush. Nice about the Star Wars graphic is if you do get any bubbles, you can take a little pin, poke them in the black areas, get the air bubbles out, and no one will know the difference. So that looks pretty, that actually looks really good. All right, time for side number 2. Now on this side I'm going to use the felt tip squeegee. If you press, you could use this for a wet install, just don't press too hard because it's rubber. You don't want to scratch your graphic. This obviously is really soft, so if you're going to do it like I did, nice and slow, nice and soft. That way you don't damage your artwork. And voila. And obviously this method will work on any size graphic you want to do. I know on my channel, if you check a few videos back, I had posted a video for installing a graphic on your Ninja Turtles cabinet. I did a dry install because that was a graphic where it was very small, very skinny, and something that I just was in a rush to get on there. I didn't want to have to tear the whole machine apart to do it and all that stuff. And see that? Nice and slow. Slow is the key, guys. If you go too fast, you're gonna make a mistake. Although when you do a wet install, it's really hard to make a mistake, I've noticed. Dry installs is where the challenge is at. Alright. Here's a couple little air bubbles in there. Got to get those out. And see, with it wet, the air bubbles are coming right out. Look at that. They just move. They slide right to the center. Or to the side. They slide to the side. Ooh, look at that. Nice and pretty. Nice and pretty. Okay, so now this is why you gotta have your paper towels. Now you want to do your cutting now, but you want to make sure your cutting is done on a surface that you don't, because you don't want to scratch your, like I don't want to scratch the kitchen island. So, all right, let's get it cut. All right, guys, there you go. That's how she's done. That's how you do a wet install, and we got a pretty nice looking graphic here with very minimal, if not zero, air bubbles on it, locked in there. If you do see any, we just take a little pin, poke it in, and the air bubbles go away. No one can tell the difference. So hope you enjoyed that walkthrough. Just as a reminder, if you place an order on ArcadeGraphix.com, where this graphic came from, and use special coupon code PDubs, you'll get 20% off your entire order. And also don't forget that if you use coupon code PDubs for Tulsa Arcades, you'll also get 10% off your orders for select items such as bezels, bezel mounts, and monitor mount kits for replacing the monitors on your, I know a lot of us love putting in our 19, 20-inch monitors in our Arcade 1-Up machines. So use those coupon codes. Hope you enjoy them, and hope you enjoyed the walkthrough. Make sure you check out Steven at the Tech Buzz. Make sure you check out Cooltoy. Make sure you check out Glens Retro Show. There's a lot of guys out there posting videos right now for the arcade community. We're trying to make this the most collaborative and fun and awesome and an exciting community that it can be. And the number one way you can show your support to myself and all those other guys is to hit that subscribe button. That is all that we ask, and we greatly appreciate it. And that way we can continue to bring you great content, walkthroughs, modding, all that kind of stuff. make sure you check everybody out and hit those buttons, and we'd greatly appreciate it. Until then, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Hope this comes in handy this weekend as you're putting your graphics on, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for tuning in.